was a close call. I thought the world was going to end.
Yeah, Alan Kessler bluffed yesterday, and it took the Earth off its axis for a while.
But we prepared for the apocalypse. We weathered the night. We woke up. The sun was shining, and order was restored. Alan bubbled the final table. Things are as they should be.
Not only that, things are even better. The most anticipated poker movie is finally not only greenlit, it's already in production right here in Hollywood.
Casino.
Right here at the Hollywood Casino.
There we go. Rounders 2. Erik's Bugaloo. With Jess and BJ. That's right, we're in on this too.
Yeah, we're co-executive producers.
Co-associate producers.
Wait, which one is it that does all the menial tasks, getting coffee, things like that?
Associate producers.
We're co-associate producers.
That's right. Erik had a big day. He's at the final table. He's running hot as can be. So it set the stage perfectly for Rounders 2, which we have a sneak peek of for you after the credits. So you've got to stay tuned.
That's what co-associate producers can do. But first, we got to settle up.
We do. Yesterday, you won because...
Yeah, the bookie set a line of 2. There were 3 players in the final 9 who had previous WPT final tables. How many would make the final 6?
I said the over on 2. I thought all 3 were going to get there.
I took the bookie's line of 2, said he was going to hit it exactly, and he did. We mentioned Kessler bubbled. He missed it, but both Erik Seidel and Tom Marchese are at the TV final table. Therefore, I win.
Want the cookie?
No, I want my money.
All right. You won. Straight up. Pay him. Pay this man his money.
Thank you. Now on to today's line. Erik Seidel, all eyes on him. He is currently 3rd in chips. How deep will he go?
Very close behind Michael Scarborough.
A close 3rd. How deep will he go at this final table? Bookie set a line of 2.5. Take the under if you think he'll finish 1st or 2nd. Take over 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jess, I'm going to let you go first. So I took the previous victory. Yes. Are you going to pick or are you just going to eat cookies? No, all right. Just.
Umbo.
I can't hear what you're saying. You have cookies in your mouth.
Umbo.
All right, I'm just going to try and get a read off you here.
Umbo.
I think you're saying under. I think you've got to tell. I think you're saying under.
Umbo.
There we go. And you know what? It's such a no-brainer. I'm taking it too. He may be 3rd in chips, but this is Erik freaking Seidel we're talking about. He's got to beat 2.5.
Speaking of Erik freaking Seidel, that's kind of what spawned this whole Rounders 2 process being fast-tracked through the production lane. And it's going to feature Erik Seidel as Erik freaking Seidel.
More than that, the entire TV final table is involved in the production of this movie. Jess, who else do we got in this?
All right, we have to bring back some characters from the original Rounders, of course. So, in an interesting casting move, the producers, perhaps influenced by the associate producers, said, we have 2 real-life best friends at the final table. Who better to play Mike McD and Worm? Now, when you look at Tom Marchese and William Reynolds, one kind of seems like Mike McD and one kind of seems like Worm. So
I can kind of see that.
Tom Marchese, card player of the year, making his 2nd final table of this season. Solid, established reg. He is our Mike McD. William Reynolds, who prior to this event did not even have a WPT cash on his record, now as the chip lead, because that's Worm. It's either all or it's nothing. So he is our Worm.
Kind of modernizing it a bit. They're both online guys,
Yes.
bringing it into the late 2000s post Moneymaker. But the rest of the table, those are our lead characters. The rest of the table, you got to run it out with your character actors and your roles. We've got Ali Islami as the high stakes cash pro who's making his foray into tournaments. We've got Mike Scarborough, local boy done good. This guy is representing the Hollywood Casino. He won 2 events during the prelims, finished 2nd in another one. He's running hot. Not Seidel hot, but he's running hot. And then we've got Club WPT's Andy Whetstone. He's our online qualifier who's just happy to be here.
He's our moneymaker kind of guy.
Right, and he's very short in chips, so I could see even if he busted, he would still be happy about it, kind of starting the movie off on a good beat.
So we've got all our cast, we've got all the great things about Rounders that everyone loved. We even had a Knish. He finished 8th. Way to go, Alan.
Thanks.
All right. We've got this sneak peek coming up, but we do have some business to take care of, namely
our final table draft. All right.
Now, BJ, I don't know if you recall, but our last final table, we forgot to bet something during the show, and I offered 2 hands in when the chips were completely the same as they were to begin with to put a single sandwich on a line. Do you recall that, BJ?
Sorry, Jess. I don't remember.
Anyways, we do need to put something on the line this time around.
All right,
so,
I'm with you on that.
How about
Go ahead.
barbecue?
I love barbecue. We're near your hometown of Lexington. I'm going to be hitting it
we're
on
both
my way
going to be
home.
passing through after the final table. I say we go to Lexington's finest barbecue establishment, possibly Kentucky's finest barbecue establishment, Billy's Barbecue.
All right, I've eaten there before. I'll vouch. I'm game. Loser buys dinner at Billy's Barbecue. All right, this time we bet something. It's on the record. I'm cool with it. No
All right.
last-minute changes.
Well, let's Rochambeau to see who goes first. Ready?
All righty. Damn it, rock, beat, scissors.
All right.
Go first.
It's Erik's Bugaloo, but
Yeah.
I feel like if we talk to Erik in our Rise Player of the Day video, and he says that William Reynolds is his Player of the Day, and William has as many chips as he does with 500,000 more than everyone else, over 1 million, it seems like a no-brainer. Number 1 pick, I gotta go William Reynolds.
All right, well, I get picks 2 and 3. I'm taking Erik freaking Seidel.
As you should.
Because he's Erik freaking Seidel. 3rd in chips, doesn't matter. I mean, this guy's been winning forever, and he's probably hotter now than he has ever been. I don't see how you can bet against him. Easy pick, Erik Seidel.
Fair enough. Next.
All right, I'm going to skip over a couple guys in the chip counts, and I'm going Ali Islami, 4th in chips. I've been watching Ali the past couple of days. He was our Rise Player of the Day on day 1. Quick note, everybody we've interviewed at the final table, just wanted to throw that out there. Ali Islami, analytical player, poker's a game of limited information. Ali does his scouting, does his research, really puts his mind into the game. He's my pick, Ali Islami.
You know, just to clarify, I don't think we can really take credit for Erik being at the final table when
We interviewed
him
him
for making the final table.
Well, he's there. We interviewed him.
I mean,
I'm
I suppose
counting
he
it.
could have disappeared between now and the final table, but...
Whatever, 4 for 4. We interviewed 4 people this week. They're all at the TV final table.
It is a good run. All right, I am going to take... I'm going with Mike McD. I'm taking Tom Marchese. Even though he is lower in the chips, I think, like you said, chips don't necessarily mean as much. They aren't the whole story.
They're still deep, great structure.
Steve Barshak can attest to that. He came into today first in chips, ended up bubbling the final table in 7th because he was one of those guys. 5, 6 betting, he and William Reynolds, huge coin flip.
And he's out.
Then that's the end of the story. Tom Marchese, on the meantime, just been chipping up, got some chips off Shannon Shore. I think he's in a good spot. I think he's been here before, having been at Foxwoods earlier this season. He's looking to improve upon last time's 4th place finish. So
Right.
I'm taking Tom Marchese, and I'm a local girl.
You got one more pick.
I got to pick the local boy, Mike Scarborough. Tons of chips. He was one of those guys, you know, a lot of the times the local guys are really good at playing the people that they know, but then the pros come in and they get a little intimidated.
Right.
Steve Barshak's there, 4 and 5 betting. Stephen Kelly the day before was 4 and 5 betting, and Mike Scarborough was right in there throwing punches of his own.
So he's got chops.
For sure. So I like that one.
All right, now I'm
Steal
left.
at number 5.
Yes, now I'm left with Andy Whetstone. Very short stack, 16 big blinds. As we mentioned, just happy to be here. However, while he came in yesterday as the short stack in this exact same position, he outlasted the chip leader. This guy's patient, he picks his spots. I think he's got a shot. May not win it, but I think he may go deep and pick me up some points. Andy Whetstone.
Well, the last time we did have a ClubWPT.com qualifier at one of our final tables, he ended up being a WPT champion, so...
LaRon Washington, last season's WPT Celebrity Invitational. Could go 2 for 2 for Club WPT.
Either way, it's a great showing for Andy for Club WPT, and should be an interesting final table.
All right, now before we get to our sneak preview...
It's not time for the sneak preview yet? Oh,
No, we got to
question
do
of
our
the day.
final question of the day. Okay,
All
we're
right.
doing rounders. The original movie. What's your favorite scene? Want me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I like when Mike McD, Matt Damon, goes to the Mirage. He kind of tells it in flashback, but he plays a game, buys into the game against Johnny Chan, plays for about an hour, plays one big hand where he bluffs Johnny Chan. That's where he says the line. Johnny Chan asks him if he had it, and he says, "Sorry, John, I don't remember." It's a cheesy scene. I also find it absurd for the fact that playing one hand against Johnny Chan, he suddenly thinks he's as good as Johnny Chan. But still, it's a cool scene. I liked it. What about you?
You know, I like a scene that doesn't really involve any of the cast members. The one with Johnny Chan and Erik Seidel. When people talk about Rounders, that's the scene that they talk about. The 1988 main event, heads up, the straight, the top pair, the dissection of it all, the breaking it down, the drama. What's not? The Erik Seidel.
Yeah, I'll give you that. See, that always struck me as weird because in the movie they kind of make Erik Seidel look like this chump or something, and he's Erik
top
Seidel.
pair. It was heads up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like that scene a lot too, so I'll give you that.
Can you stop
It's
talking now so we can
What?
watch our sneak preview?
Oh, well, the preview hasn't started. I'm allowed to
It's,
talk.
do you not see? The lights are dimming. They just brought us
Well,
popcorn.
I'll stop talking.
Stop
What's
talking.
this?
What's wrong with you?
Just give me a... All right.
As 4th Street comes up a 2 of spades, let's reveal the hole cards of both players. Johnny Chan, Jack 9, and Erik Seidel, Queen 7. Johnny Chan had a straight on the flop. Erik Seidel with a pair of queens. Erik Seidel cannot win this hand, and yet he doesn't know it. Chan is trying to sucker him in by taking his time. Oh, look at that look of the defending champ. And now 5th Street, a 6 of diamonds, no help. Johnny Chan has a queen high straight. Will Erik Seidel fall for the bait? Yes, he's going all in, and Chan has him. Johnny Chan, the master, turns over his card, and once again, Johnny Chan has got it. For Erik Seidel, he can only look. Wonder what might have been.